All right, guys, this is going to be the first 5 minutes in the home without the psychology. So just the word tracks. Okay. So follow along here. All right, God. So John, we're going to see if we can help you get qualified for the coverage. Now, the first thing here is a copy of my state license, right? Down here is the license itself. If you actually take a look here, you can take my state license number here and put it into the government website right here. What that's going to do is going to tell you, we do the life and the disability coverage here in the state of Washington. And so this is your copy to keep here, John. That's for you. Now, because of that license, it's going to give us access to all the different carriers in the state that offer these types of programs. And so the reason that I tell you that, John, is just so you know, I don't work for any specific one of these companies. Like I said, I'm licensed directly with the state. And so the reason I tell you that is just so you know, we have the ability to check with everybody. My main concern is we're going to get you the most benefits for the lowest costs on the programs we're looking at today. Okay, so now the way we figure out which one of those carriers is going to be the best fit, we're going to fill out what's called the suitability sheet here. It's just a few questions here, 2 to 3 minutes on the finances, just going to make sure we're not taking any food off the table, right? It's got to be within your guys' budget, or you can't, get it, right? Down here, we're just going to do 2 to 3 minutes of some health questions, just kind of figuring out what programs are going to be the best to qualify for. And then down here is just a couple questions on your beneficiary. Just going to figure out, a little bit of their information so we can put them onto the actual program. Now, at that point, John, I should have enough information here to be able to send over to the insurance carrier, and they're the ones that are going to decide if you're approved for the plan. Okay. Now, does that make sense? Okay, awesome. Now, have you ever filled out something like this before? You ever applied for something like this before, John? You have? Okay, perfect. So you understand, the insurance companies, they just need to know a couple things. The first thing, they just have to verify that it's you, right? And so if you could grab me just a copy of your ID, just take a peek at that really quick. That's just going to basically make sure it's not your neighbor or someone else trying to put the coverage on you, right? And then the second thing the insurance company is going to need to know, as long as we actually find a plan that makes sense for you, they're going to need to know how you're going to be paying for the plan. Most people, they just set it up on some sort of auto pay with their bank or their Direct Express card. And then in typically 2 to 3 business days, they're going to let us know if you're actually approved for the plan. Okay. Does that make sense? Awesome. So I'm going to start out here. And how do you spell your last name? Boom. Yep. All right, guys. So that's exactly what I say every single time. Like, it's no different if it's final expense, if it's mortgage, if it's whatever it is, right? I say that exact same, explaining the process every single time. What that's going to do, it's going to get rid of the rebuttals. It's going to clearly explain to the client why you're there and what we're doing today. And it should help them understand we're going to be, seeing if you can qualify today. So go ahead, rewatch this one back just to get the word tracks down. There was a lot of little nuggets in there. Just watch it down and to make sure you have it down verbatim. Let's go.